prolific, so gifted. I'm the type that's gon' go get it, no kidding. Breaking down a swish in front of your building. Sitting on the steps, feeling no feelings. Last night it was a cold killing. You gotta keep the devil in his hole, nigga. But you know how it go, nigga. I'm front line every time it's on, nigga. 100 proof flow, running shoot pro. 458 drop, playing bulletproof soul. Every few shows I just buy some new gold. Circle got smaller, everybody can't go. Downtown Diamond District, jewelers like yo. Hustle, holla at me, I got Cubans on the low. Through the Cancun, smoking Cubans on the boat. Then dock that Tulum just to smoke.
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome to the Chec Box. We are here. Quick R.I.P. to my guy Nipsey Hussle, man. That was victory lap by the late Nipsey Hussle, guys. Once again, R.I.P. to my guy. I can't say it enough, bro. Every time I hear his music, I hear his name, bro. It just
sad stuff.
Yeah, it really is. It puts me in some type of a mood. I'm not gonna hold y'all.
Same.
You feel
Still
me?
to this day.
Yeah, man. But before we get into anything, guys, just quick announcement. We are available on tons of different platforms now. We're officially available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, SoundCloud, and YouTube, guys. We are really out here. I'm so proud of my team. We are working every day, believe it or not.
We're also in some of your bitches' cribs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes every now and then.
Half of them.
Word. But
so like Jadakiss right there.
So don't forget to follow, subscribe, and like us. We are the Chec Box on every single platform. That is THECHECBOX. Every single platform, guys. Except for Twitter, though. We don't have a Twitter page, but I mean, I don't feel like it's necessary to have a Twitter right now.
Nah, maybe.
Nah, that's too much.
Sure?
That's too
You
much.
sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Trust me.
Trust me. Twitter's valid.
You know, I've never been on Twitter. I literally, to this day, I don't have a Twitter.
Nah, bro, Twitter's
I don't either.
Twitter is where all the OG memes come from.
It's a different
Yeah, you know, I've always been intimidated by it. I was like, oh,
Yeah, I feel like there's too much going on.
It's a lot of shit going on. I feel like I get all the good shit anyway from y'all. Anyway, so
I mean, I don't use it.
Nah, Twitter be having mad gold, man. You gotta, the DMs is crazy with this nigga, all the memes and shit. But alrighty, guys, on to bigger and better things in this goddamn episode. We're gonna be talking about a lot, okay? We are going to be speaking about some of the responses we got on our Instagram page regarding gun violence from my previous episode, which I hope you guys checked out. All right, episode 12 or 11?
That was 11.
It was 11.
That was 11.
Yeah, so episode 11, check that out. It's about gun violence, you know, about the Christchurch shooting. Unfortunately, we spoke about 2 aircrafts that fell from the sky.
Yeah, and sorry about that like delay real quick. I know we were like promoting it and then the video was not up. Apparently, we just had a little copyright issues and stuff like that. So
a lot of shit.
If you missed it because of that, go back and watch it.
Yeah, it's up, and like I said, every single episode from episode 1 to 11 is on every single pretty much every single platform that is used for podcasts now. Yeah. So for those complaining, oh, Chec, I don't got YouTube, I don't got SoundCloud. Well, guess what? Everybody who has an Apple iPhone has Apple Podcasts, and everybody who has a Samsung or any type of Android has Google Play. You guys can just check us out once again at the Chec Box.
Can't play yourself no more.
You can't. And so yeah, guys, so we're going to go through some of the responses, then we're going to speak about some recent headlines, and then we're going to get to the favorite part, my favorite part of the episode, some Game of Thrones talk.
Do that.
Yo, really quick,
Not fucking way.
disclaimer, there will be spoilers in this episode.
So if you're trying to do that catch-up marathon shit where you're going to try to
Don't do it here.
Just we'll give another spoiler warning if you really haven't caught up, because I know a lot of people
if you haven't even started yet, you shouldn't even be watching this. You should be watching Game of Thrones.
No, you really should be. A lot of people feel like they're too late into it. I mean, like too far gone.
Yo,
it's not. But anyways,
never
I digress.
too late.
It really isn't, guys. All right, so let's get into these responses from the gun violence. All right, so on our Instagram, okay, we asked a couple of questions, and one of the questions was, what factor contributes to modern-day gun violence? And we gave you guys 3 different options, from movies to music and games with 2 choices, obviously yes or no. Basically, do you believe that contributes to these mass shootings?
Actually,
what?
It's totally not how it went.
Bro, so say it then. This nigga got me whispering shit, and then he gonna whisper in the mic like I hear him, like I'm not talking dumb.
Nah. It's cool. So we basically did 3 polls. We did 3 polls and we asked 1 question. Okay, so the first question that we asked was what main factor do you as an individual think contributes to modern day gun violence, right? And we got a couple different responses there. All right, so we got from Lover Laid Down and from T Guido. Both of them actually said bullying.
Oh my God, Guido, you already know, man.
Take it up, baby.
From another follower, K Tour, mental illness, and actually that
major,
wasn't.
so that makes sense coming from her. That makes sense coming from her.
And I know you even said mental illness too. Actually,
I did put
when
that,
we absolutely. And from my girl Janae More Soul, she believes that there is no one factor that goes into this, and the list goes long and deep. So how do we feel about those?
Long and deep.
So how do we feel about that? First of all, how do we feel about bullying? First of all, like how
Bullying? Wait, what do you mean? What do we feel about bullying?
bullying contributing to gun violence? Like, I mean, to modern day gun violence. Do you think that?
It could be a factor, but I feel like
I
I don't think it's a factor in mass gun
I don't
violence.
think like that's a big factor.
They might like if you bully somebody, they might come back and shoot you personally. That one person. I don't feel like bullying. Oh, I'm gonna come and take it out on the whole school or whatever.
Right.
I don't think it's a factor for mass
You
mass
think that's
shootings.
just a meme? Like
What do you
it's just like that's just like the cultural idea that it's the guy who gets bullied.
I think it's just
You think it's like
it's a easy, quick way. It's a quick answer. Oh yeah, they get bullied. You know what I'm saying? That's gotta.
bullied? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a quick factor to run to. You know what I'm saying? It's like something to look for. Okay, look for the kids getting bullied. You think it's getting bullied?
That
They're
plays
gonna
off of
shoot
what
it
we were
up.
talking
Yeah.
about actually in episode 11. Actually, we're talking about some of the misconceptions of the people that do perpetrate mass
Wait,
shootings.
is this about with the meta-analysis and all that?
Right, the meta-analysis, how, a lot of people, when they do think about mass shooters, they think about, lonely people that get bullied and stuff like that. That was actually one of the criteria that people actually automatically go to. So I'm actually...
Who was completely opposite of the New Zealand shooter. He was not a bully. Like,
Right.
he was a very outgoing motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
travel the world and all that shit.
Literally the opposite.
Crazy.
He was a jet setter, right? So, I mean, it kind of does play against a lot of those things. And to be honest, for two people to say the same exact thing, I mean, that kind of plays into the fact that the misconception is a lot more widespread than it may be,
I don't know. I personally don't think bullying goes that much into it, to be honest with you.
Or at least, like, around us, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. We'll say around us. I don't think bullying will really get you to shoot somebody or people.
A lot of-
up.
I think it will. I mean,
it
it happened to, if you know who Taxstone is, it happened to Taxstone.
Yeah.
If you know who that is.
Well, I know who Taxstone is.
Yeah, but wait,
I know of him.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, Taxstone is basically a dude with a famous hip hop podcast. He's from Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah, but wait, he's a street dude too.
He's a street dude, definitely. He's a street dude,
really
but there
from
was
the
this guy he used to bully, like, I guess this neighborhood dude that used to bully, like, he used to just treat this guy like shit, like slap his girl's ass in front of him, just disrespect him, like, to his face all the time.
Yeah.
So one day the guy got mad. I think he came to where Taxstone lived with a gun, and then I guess they like he pulled the gun out and they fought and wrestled, and then Taxstone like lost his eye from the gunshot or something like that.
Sheesh.
But I mean, he did all that because Taxstone just wouldn't leave him alone. Every time he saw him, he disrespected
You're fucking
him.
lucky if you lose your eye and you and you don't.
I mean, yeah,
I didn't even know Taxstone lost.
smoke,
I didn't even know he lost his eye.
Yeah, he lost that.
I was watching an interview with him the other day because I was looking at like the whole Casanova GQ and Casanova 2X beef. And I was looking at Taxstone speak. I didn't notice that with his eye.
Yeah, no, I think it's his left eye.
It's probably a glass eye.
Yeah,
a glass eye.
Yeah, but
Shit's
I
a
didn't know
dope.
Yeah.
Fucking Josh, I remember. I know you responded as well to the question as well. You said mental illness as well, right? I think you say mental illness.
No, but I would definitely lean more toward mental illness than bullying. Personally,
For sure.
Just
I
cause,
think
bro,
I
like,
would too.
you could see it in the faces, bro. Like these people just aren't all good up there. You feel me? Even in the guy,
So
like,
you can
even
see it in someone's face that they have mental illness.
I don't
Not all the
know. No. You stupid. Don't take that. You feel me? Y'all know what I mean, though. You know what I mean. But you
I see it in your face, motherfucker.
I can see it. You're crazy.
My dad
fucking nut job.
You're gonna shoot.
Yeah, you
because-
are.
My
Stay
dad
away
claims
from
to
me.
actually to be able to see that. Like my dad says he can see crazy before.
But isn't your dad sort of surrounded by that?
That's what I'm trying
though?
to say. Like my dad has got like 20 years experience dealing
So
with
you
kids.
refine your sensitivity
But-
towards.
Oh, he
those
probably
cues.
actually can then.
Dude, but these kids have mental illnesses. So these kids have had rough lives. The kids,
Right,
have,
right,
so
right.
like
I'm-
he can point it out. Like he can see a person and go, that person is crazy. You got to avoid that.
Yeah, but he's probably because he's probably met people. He's like, oh, why are they here? They're regular, and notice
That's
that they
exactly-
weren't. You know what
Well,
I'm
that's the
saying?
thing.
Yeah.
You refine.
So he
you
knows.
You
20
refine
years,
your.
like, damn.
Probably longer actually.
You refine your sense of like sensing people's
Yep.
like intent
Oh,
and stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that through experience. So I mean,
And
him being a
on a
middle-aged
daily
man.
basis, he
fucking
sees
pro.
it and he points it out, and then like he usually ends up being
That's
right.
wild.
That's basic.
And to be honest, like the whole mental illness thing, something that we didn't really, I think, hit on too much is that talking about gun crime, especially in minority communities and stuff like that. Mental illness is something that's not addressed
At all.
in minority communities the way that it is
And
in, for
it's-
example, white communities and stuff
and
like
it's
that.
way more
And I would
prominent.
argue it's not even
than
just
for
like
us.
I would argue it's not even just necessarily like white communities per se. I think
Or
it's
just
like,
everywhere else.
Or
it's like
just
type thing.
It's like
not what's the word? Would you not
poverty
community.
But how do you want to say? I think it's more cultural based, though.
I was gonna say
based.
Yeah. Because you got rich people who be like, they tell their kids, you got everything you want. What the fuck? Like, why do you feel so bad all the time?
Yeah.
When it's like, and then they feel bad about that, and it makes it worse.
Oh,
but they just feel all around horrible. Like, I shouldn't feel bad, but I feel bad. Like, it's me.
Sure.
Like,
It is true though. Like you would look at, for example, for example, when you see like a white person act out, you might go to mental illness, but some people that will see like an African American or something that act out, they'll be like, oh, they're deviant, they had a bad childhood, they had no father, or something like that.
Culture,
but it's the same. You can see the same actions being perpetrated by two different people and have those two different.
And all we do
like,
is just call them motherfuckers crazy. Like, I think crazy.
But same thing.
But in reality, he can actually be crazy.
It's just it's an easy answer.
It is.
But at the end of the day, I think more so, my girl Janae from like middle school, she hit it on the nail. There really is no one factor. And
I agree.
There really is no one factor. You can't put, one blanket sort of thing. And I think that's what the last episode was trying to get at, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. I don't think there's one factor solely that would, but some factors do weigh out others, I would say.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Some factors do weigh out others. And now, correct me if I'm wrong, Brody. We have three different categories here: movies, music, and games. To my knowledge, after seeing the actual posts, you asked people if these three categories had an effect on modern day gun violence as well?
Right, so we wanted to ask a little bit about media's influence. And media is a broad, I would say, platform.
It is, definitely.
Right, so
I mean, term.
It really is an umbrella term to really encompass a lot of things. I mean, it goes beyond movies, music, and games.
Yeah.
But those are three of the main things that, again, catch people's attention when it comes to violence. And we just wanted to poll you guys and see like what you guys thought on how...
Where do you stand?
Right, where do you stand on whether it affects, or promotes gun violence in any sort of way? So we asked about, for example, movies. You want to go ahead with the stats?
Yeah. So with movies, 50% of the voters said yes and 50% said no.
That's not clean 50-50 split.
What do you guys think? We're gonna go category by category. I don't want to say all three of them in it.
Oh no, for sure.
So movies, I would personally, I'd give it a maybe. I can't say yes or no because I've heard stories where this 12-year-old or some shit. Oh, I might be mixing it up. But I definitely heard a story where someone chopped somebody's head off and put it in a bowling bag because of a scene that they saw in a Sopranos episode. This was an actual thing.
So they kind of reenacted
They reenacted
the
a
scene.
whole fucking crime scene. Like, not crime
See, but
scene, but a violent act.
I think that
is influence, though. They were influenced by said show. Not a movie, but it's still, I get what I'm saying.
I think the motherfucker would have still acted out in a different way. He just put
motivated.
that creative touch. Like he added that creative touch influence.
He would have did some wild shit anyway.
Right.
It just happened that he's like, oh, he just happened to watch His Sopranos. Like, oh, I really like that.
I
really like that.
That's creative.
I want to chop the head off.
That's
creative.
creative.
You feel me? That nigga was gonna do some wild shit anyway. I'm jacking. So
All right. Okay.
What do you think, Kenneth?
And I agree.
You agree?
He would have done it something regardless.
I don't think movies are.
So yes or no? Movies.
I'm more on the no side, but I'm not completely no. But I guess no. Yeah, I guess no. I'm not jacking that.
No.
Yeah, no. I don't think it promotes violence. What I do think, and we'll get into the game aspect of it after this one, but no.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to side with no too. All right. Before we get into gaming, let's get into music.
No. Let's do music last. Let's do music last.
Let's go gaming.
Oh, yes.
So,
Music last.
27.3% of the voters said yes, that games are factors that contribute to modern day gun violence as well, and they are little factors. Okay, that go into the mass shooters.
Right,
and then
right.
72.2% said no.
That's the correct answer.
Coming from a gamer, that shit is 100% no. I'm not out here shooting niggas in the face. Like, and I play Call of Duty Gears of War. I play the goriest games out there. Like,
that's like when what was it? That's like when Columbine happened, right? Yeah. Like I think they took inspiration from those arcade games with the blue plastic guns that were shooting people. Yeah. But it was clear those kids were just mentally. Mentally ill.
I don't know. With this one, I think.
But video games got the blunt of that.
Yeah. Like, no, I don't think it's. I think it could definitely more. It gets more, for lack of a better term, blame than movies. Yeah. I think. With this is a tough one just because I can see how, bro, like when I was in middle school, I wasn't supposed to be playing GTA and San Andreas and all that shit.
But
listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, just Grand Theft Auto, putting that shit in the middle schoolers, like let a middle schooler play that, a lot of imagination could happen. But one thing, when I remember in high school in my religion class, we talked about this in religion class, and my teacher brought up an incident where a dude there's a mission in San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, where you got to go into a police precinct. And you murdering these things, you know what I'm saying? And then honestly, if anybody plays San Andreas, in that police precinct, actually, you know how like GTA is known for its like hidden shit and all that. There's a purple dildo in the shower of the police precinct. It's just like hidden. That's like one of the special like hidden whatever. And you can knock niggas out with the dildo.
You sprinted straight to the dildo, right?
That's the first thing I went to. I was only there.
You got out of the hospital.
I only did the mission to get access to the precinct for the dildo. But yeah, so somebody went into a precinct and dead ass killed 2 cops and
oh my God.
Left the purple dildo.
What? No, he was looking for the dildo.
Oh, he. Oh,
I'm guessing.
Oh, I really.
Yeah. All right. Okay. This shit got out of hand. All right.
It did.
Fuck the dildo. All right. He went into a precinct and he got inspired by that mission and he dead ass went and killed 2 cops. I think he ended up getting murdered, obviously.
Right.
But
That's
crazy.
That's why he only did it because he got inspired by that.
Again, it's inspiration, bro.
So
it's inspiration.
Now, was it the fault of San Andreas? Like, all right, yeah, I don't know, but when you have access to, so now, for example, a game like San Andreas is fucking nuts. It's literally real life. Like I can be like, you know what? Oh, you got me so pissed. I'm gonna punch you in your face and run you over with a car. I can't do it to you, but I'm gonna go do it in San Andreas. You can literally do that in Grand Theft Auto. I can just go turn on, fuck it. I'm gonna just go murder everybody and run niggas over. You know what I'm saying? It allows you to live maybe that fantasy you want to live.
Right.
Now, remember we talk about it all the time where it's scary that the subconscious mind can take over and you don't even know it.
Yeah.
What if you get just so obsessed with doing it in the game? You're like, oh, you just lose your mind and now you go
that's the thing.
in real life.
But here's the thing about that though is like humans, especially kids, like, you know what I mean? They can tell the difference between like what's real and what's fake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they can tell the difference between, all right, like if I do this in person, like they know the consequences. If I do this in person, I'm screwed. If I, you know? But like someone who's mentally ill doesn't give a shit. They're like, okay, I'm in the game. It's gonna be whatever. Like even in the game, you're not gonna get away with doing something like that. You're gonna get 5 stars.
You get the stars.
So you're screwed either way.
But
it's like kids, like they know the consequences because the consequences will be real.
Yeah, but the thing is that they do know the consequences, but it can get to a point where that gets clouded.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
No, it's true.
And then the thing is,
but I think that has to do with mental illness,
like,
though. I think the extent to which it gets clouded has to do with mental illness.
These same kids are afraid.
For you not to
understand
to the extent of what it gets clouded. Yes,
right.
Of reality and fucking games.
I think the border is.
Teacher yells at them too much. You know what I'm saying?
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I think the border right there is of mental illness would be it's mental illness. It's mental illness if you get to that clouded point and go through with it. If you get to that clouded point and be like, oh, no, that's wild. Let me get. I think that's the line between
I feel like to even
mental illness. Because, bro,
that's my thing. Mentally, to get to that point where you're considering type shit.
Even consider it is like, okay.
My thing. But I mean, but my thing is not consider it because, like, I see what you're saying. Yes, okay.
To even plot it out and be like, I might.
But my thing but my thing is that, bro, like subconsciously you can do it. Like, bro, it's nuts. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
it's true. It's true.
Like, I'm pretty sure you guys probably call yourself subconsciously think about something, and then when you get back to, you're like, oh my, nah, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm bugging. You feel me? That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying?
True.
But some people could actually get lost. It's scary. Like some people could get lost in that.
Right.
And you won't even know.
Things. Yeah, no, it's true,
bro. Like,
all right, so hold on.
I have
after all of that, yes or no?
I'm more on the I fuck with video games OD, and like I don't think I personally like you have never been like, oh, you know what, I play Call of Duty today, let me go murk this nigga. Like,
be
for
objective.
me, no.
Take it out of the personal. And
that's a tough one. I'm maybe
we'll
on that one. Yeah,
we'll come back to you. Alec, bro, you had something?
Yeah, no, I just had 2 points to make real quick. Just like what you said, the fact that the difference between a movie and a game is that you are being an avatar. You have influence over a character.
You're controlling the game.
You're basically, in control of the avatar in their own world. So that's one. So you have more influence, and you can exert your conscious decisions upon that reality, right? Which is again just a different reality than yours. Kind of you acting out. That's one point. A second point, I don't think this is going to lead to what I think. I don't think that it leads to violence. I think that more than anything, it leads to desensitization towards violence.
Absolutely.
So, for example, I don't know if y'all seen the fucking the trailers for Mortal Kombat. These new Mortal Kombat, they're amazing. They're oh my god, they're amazing. They're amazing. Just the detail at the gore that it's just it just keeps going. It just keeps going, and you're just like, what? But imagine if you've never seen it before, but the thing is, like, we've grown up with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, it's not that bad.
And
so it's like baby steps.
We've seen the progression of the graphics,
right?
Too.
I desensitize myself all the time. I go to bestgore.com. You remember Rotten.com, all that shit. Like, all those things don't lead me to become a violent person, even though there are a lot of violent acts. Like I look at the fucking Sinaloa gang decapitations. Yeah. They desensitize me,
but fucking nut job.
But it doesn't make me want to go out and do it.
All right.
So I think that's mental. So no, I would say no.
Okay.
I would say no.
Ken.
Oh, come on, man.
He said no already.
Boy,
He said
baby.
no
I don't
already.
boy. All right, gentlemen. I'm definitely on the no side, man. Like I said, I play the glorious games out here. I'm not out here wanting to shoot people up. Don't get me wrong, though. There are times where I wish I could do some shit that I do in the game to a person that I know, like you were saying. But
Plenty of time.
It takes
Alrighty,
a
guys.
special high.
Word. So let's get to this last category. Music. Everybody listens to music.
Yeah.
Everybody has some type of rap song in their library. I don't give a fuck where you're from. 83.3% of the poll
Yeah, this is the
said
most interesting
yes. And 16.7% said no.
I
Gentlemen,
concur with
what do
the
we
yes.
think? Yeah?
concur.
I think it should have been 100% yes to me.
Yep.
Okay.
And
I think so. Yes.
Really quick, yes or no?
Yes, I would say yes. Yeah.
I would say yes because first of all, I mean, I'm like, okay, so two examples, right? First of all, you got someone like Eminem, right, who got in trouble for his music and everything like that. Like I remember, like back in the 2000s.
Yeah, a lot.
I would not consider Eminem a negative influence in that way because I don't think he inspired people to go, kill their baby moms and drive them off the river and stuff like that. But if you take a look at rap music, if you take a look at the gang culture associated with rap music and a lot of things like that, I think that has inspired a lot of people dying. Like there's certain music that you can't play in certain parts because of an affiliation. You're gonna get shot or beat up or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think music absolutely can influence violence in that way.
Yeah,
especially gun violence.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to agree with you on that, especially where we come from because we're from the inner city. We are from where majority of these rappers, who make this fucking violent music, thing. I'm definitely gonna have to say yeah. I mean, I know a bunch of people, bro, who even after they started listening to shit, started acting different, and I'm like, yo, my man, you're not even built like this.
not like that.
Not that I am. Like, I'm not.
So
no
what is it
gangster,
about
you
the
feel me?
music
But-
that makes you?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I listen to dudes like Reggie P, Shot Hef. I listen to niggas who really do all these drugs, who really rob, who really shoot, who
lived it.
who lived it, and sometimes still live it.
Because it's so
But it's hard to still live it.
I can't
It's still
tell you what
rap.
it is, bro. Don't
it's
get me
so
wrong.
personal.
There are some times, bro, where I listen to songs and I'm like, yo, I dead ass like. I'm about it. Like I will dead rob somebody right now, and especially if I'm with this dude. Forget about it. He's giving me yo like yo. Let's go do some shit. I'm like, yo, you out. But not to the point where I'm gonna get violent with somebody though. But I definitely agree. I think music definitely has something to do with
It
it.
definitely does. And
In the negative, in the biggest negative aspect too. Like you never hear positive shit coming out of music. It's rare that you do. Rare that you do.
But
rap music.
Yeah, rap.
Or I mean, well, no, you got some people that do spit positive shit, but they're not the popping rappers.
Well, that's my
You
thing.
know
It's
what
like
it
the
is?
positive stuff does not.
It does. It's not. It doesn't. So, because you know what it is.
Sucks.
You know what it is. So, for example, like someone that I'm big. Like I fuck with G Unit and 50 Cent a lot, and 50 Cent is known for his rap beefs and all that stuff, being a confrontational, just for his issues, right?
He's a sociopath. But yeah.
So no, my thing is right now. Let's say I'm little Johnny from the suburb, whatever, and I don't live that life. I can live that life through 50 Cent.
Yes, yeah.
I can live that life through G Unit's music. So now
a lot of white people
pretty much
love
what I
hip hop.
but not even white people. Just people that aren't about that life, right? That aren't around it. So now the thing is,
I
like,
got a quick example. When
go ahead.
Know when you know.
No, go ahead. Say it real quick.
Boys in the Hood, the dude who shot, was it Ricky?
Yeah.
Like that dude, yeah, that dude was like from the suburbs or whatever. The shooter, he was from the suburbs or whatever. And I guess he hung around like in LA too much or whatever, and he ended up actually killing someone in real life. Whoa. This dude came from like a super privileged family, like he was like him and his brother.
Yes.
And then his cellmate actually sacrificed him to the devil. That's a true story.
Whoa.
In prison, true story.
What the fuck?
But like he was someone who was never about that life ever before starting it, and then like I guess he just got infected with the culture or whatever, and then he literally ended up like planning a robbery or something and ended up killing somebody.
I was gonna say it's funny you said so like around me. So I'm from Harlem, but like I chill on the Upper West Side sometimes and over on Amsterdam, and over there there used to be in the 90s a crack crew called Yellow Top Crew. And there was an actor. His last name was Santana. I forgot his name. Merlin Santana. Have you guys ever heard of him?
No.
He was a popping actor. I think he was on the Cosby Show. This is a nigga from like Upper West Side, from my hood, basically. Was like he was popping. He was a big actor at the time, but he was from the hood, and the hood like Amsterdam and Columbus and all those hoods were big crack like place at the time. Yeah. So he was an actor. He was doing this shit, but the niggas that he grew up with, all his friends growing up, childhood friends, were like big into the drug game. If you look up Yellow Top Crew, you'll find the story and everything online. Like they were big, man, like during the crack era. But he got whenever he would come back, he loved that. Like it was something about that life. He liked seeing his boys that were selling drugs in the cars and all that shit. Yeah.
That shit intrigues people, bro.
So it intrigues people. He got into it, ended up getting killed in Cali over some dumb shit. You feel me? So It's enticing. I will tell you this. So like when it's something about so like yes, I do think music plays a part, but it's also because so put it like this. Me personally, I'm from Harlem, whatever. I got Dominican parents that are not about that hood shit. They completely despise it. You know what I'm saying? They wanted me to raise right. Now, we talked about in previous episodes how like you get shaped a lot by your classmates. You know, when you go to school, you know what I'm saying, how they get raised.
Right.
You know, all that type of shit.
Trickles down.
So now you gotta think about me. I got my parents telling me one thing, but the nigga Dipset, like I joke, I'm always saying Dipset, Diplomats, and all that shit, but like they played a big part in my youth. I'm from Harlem, like nigga Cameron was that nigga. Like Dipset was the shit when I was growing up. The fucking shit. Like, you feel me? So I'm listening to that. I'm like, yo, damn, like Cameron's getting fly. Dips, they all about getting fly. They getting money. They talk. If you look at Cameron's albums, he's talking about like losing weight, part 2, all those songs. Like he's talking about selling drugs. He's talking about being that nigga because he gets his money through drugs.
And he got shot and still lived through it.
And he got shot through. So now I'm listening, bro. Like real shit. Growing up, I was like, yo, damn. I should tell my nigga.
It got you thinking like, yo, if he
bro,
if he get shot,
yo, bro, word to my mom.
But what's that?
Word to my mom. I used to literally tell my boys like, yo, like I really want to get shot and survive.
Yo, all to the music that you were listening to.
Bro, not gonna lie, 50 Cent had me feeling that way too.
No, yeah, because I was like, yo, damn, a nigga that I was like, yo, I either gotta get locked up or get shot. If I get locked up, that's gonna prove I'm a real nigga.
But was that the only? So that's the thing. What were you exposed to that you think that was the only thing?
Now when I'm with my niggas in the hood and we chilling, it's like, damn, we look up to the cars, we look up to the Jews, we look up to the women, and we listen, and we all listening to the same music.
It's the music.
We all bumping the same shit.
It's the music, but it's all about the cultural bubble that you're in. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
yeah, but
you're in a bubble type.
You can feel that way from like Beverly Hills.
Yes, exactly, and that's what I mean. Yeah,
I get that. But the cultural bubble spans like it's out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but the music is still the.
But you gotta understand,
people.
For sure. No, music has always been a central component of culture.
For example, like
for sure.
But thing is that the people that make this music, Dipset, 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying, or people in the Snoop Dogg, West Coast people, all these people, 3 6 Mafia, Memphis, like these people that make this music, you gotta start off with where they're from, right? Dipset and Diplomats, what they're repping is gonna be law where they're from in Harlem. You feel me? Whatever 3 6 Mafia them niggas is spitting is gonna be like the shit in Memphis. Whatever Dr. Dre and Snoop and Death Row was spitting was gonna be the shit in Cali. You feel me? And that's just what it is. Now it's the shit in Cali to the niggas in the hood because they niggas from the hood. It's not gonna appeal to the Beverly Hills niggas because Death Row and all the niggas not from Beverly Hills. Dipset and they not from Fifth Ave. You know what I'm saying? They are from Fifth Ave, but like not downtown Fifth Ave. You know what I'm saying? Uptown. You feel me? So that's what it is. So now it appeals to you because these are people where you are from. I can't relate to fucking Little Johnny from Beverly Hills. I'm not from Beverly Hills. That nigga is a different situation. I can't. It's easier for me to look up to Cameron and try to follow his footsteps because he came from where I came from. So I can. That's a similar blueprint. You feel me? So now it's like not even that. Like this nigga that made it from where I'm from. I'm from Harlem. You feel me? I want to be like my niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to put on for my city. This is a nigga that put on. This is a nigga that put on for me before. I'm following his footsteps and I'm gonna get it going. And then the reason why music is also so conflicting is because someone like me, I knew better my whole life. Yeah. So now I'm stuck between knowing better and just trying to prove myself in the hood. You feel me?
In the cultural bubble that you were raised by.
Yeah, because like now
because your parents raised you, but. How much of the time were you around your parents versus
a lot more.
Honestly, at this point, I don't even think it comes down to the music at this point. I think it just comes down to the environment.
But the environment, music is such a central part of the
environment. There's people that are from great areas, great upbringings,
lifestyle,
and they listen to this and they be like, yo, like this is what I want to relate to, and then they get lost in that.
The music brings it front and center. You know,
that's what I'm saying,
bro. Look at this fuck. Like for example, like look at 695. Look at 695.
For example, think about it like this. I kind of think about music as kind of like, you know, in a cultural aspect, kind of like instructions. Like for example, like if you wanted to assume a certain cultural lifestyle, you would do, especially if the music tells you in such blatant detail like hip hop does, what the fuck they're about. Yeah. You can literally follow those instructions, and people do that to a T. People that aren't even about it.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. So like, bro, real shit. There be times, bro, like, bro, go listen to some OG Unit tape. Like, bro, I be on my way to work.
I listen to 50 every day.
I be listening to like, bro, some good old Mobb Deep or like real G Unit. Like the thing, but at this time it was also just murder rap, my nigga. Like this was it was really all about. So like, bro, there be times like, if we're regular commute to work or going back home, and I just, bro, some OG Unit comes on. Bro, and
They
I'm,
push you in the type of mood.
bro,
I feel you.
I'd be like, yo, niggas could come at me, right? Like, what's up? You
What's
feel me?
up?
Not that I'm looking for issues, but it puts a certain thing on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it just gets you in a certain mood.
I hear that,
You feel
man.
me? And also too, like, especially if I'm from the hood, so when I hear Mobb Deep talking about going to another hood to
Relatable
fuck
shit,
with
bro.
a bitch and they scared because they buy the projects.
Facts.
Nigga, like
I feel you.
could know. I know. Not that like I never specifically went to a projects, but I've gone to, you know what I'm saying, see a girl, chill with other people in different places and feel uncomfortable. So when I hear Mobb Deep talking about that in the song, how he was shivering, he wanted to, you know what I'm saying, hold on to his gun or whatever. I didn't have a gun. I had my knife or whatever. So I relate to it though. My relating to it was, man, I'm going to see some girl in a different part of the hood and I got my knife on me, whatever. I don't got a gun on me or whatever. Or it don't got to be to that exact extent. To the where I'm going a gun and everything.
It's
but
the little shit that you relate
now,
to, bro.
But see how that resonates with me?
Yeah.
If you not from the hood, if you've never gone to the projects to fuck a bitch and then there's 30 niggas in front of you making you nervous, then when you hear that verse from Mobb Deep, it's not gonna resonate like that with you.
So I want to know how important is it to you to identify with that music though? Like how important was that to you?
We
what do you
just
mean?
like
To do that?
Oh,
yeah, you kind of. No, I mean,
we just went like, wait, this
it's
shit
true,
took
it's true,
over,
it's true,
like.
it's true,
and then
it's true. We
But at the end of
we
the
could
day,
definitely
I
get to
think it
Nipsey
just
Hussle.
comes down.
No,
We're gonna open up with Nipsey in the next one because that is actually one of the headlines that's been popping this week for the past like 2 weeks.
But it was also our segue from the music.
We can still segue, bro.
No, I'm just saying that's why we did music live.
I think we totally have like 15 minutes left.
We
for this
Gucci.
segment.
We do. However, we about to take this break. But like I said earlier, bro, at this point, it's just coming down to the culture, bro. Because you can still listen to this shit in Beverly Hills, bro, and you won't be acting the same way.
No, I get it, but
feel me?
bro, there's been plenty of cases.
Listening to this music and being in the environment is gonna motivate you to do the things that they're saying. Is what I'm trying to say.
But also,
you're not gonna live in Beverly Hills. You're not gonna live in Calabasas listening to Mobb Deep getting sugar on the projects when there's no projects around them. My nigga, you're not gonna act the same.
All right,
so
what about that white boy Crip that was 19 and was a millionaire? His family was wealthy, and he decided to join the Crips.
That's on him, nigga. He want to be different.
Right, because nigga, what you think? What you think he just said? I want to be a Crip.
Where was he from though?
He was from Cali. Wealthy family in California. I think his parents were millionaires. He's a millionaire, and he went. But now, what do you think? He just said,
just
"Oh
really
fuck!" He woke up one day, was like Crips.
Yeah,
nigga, no, nigga.
Honestly, yes.
Nigga,
honestly,
no.
Yes.
He was listening to a bunch of Crip niggas. He was like, "Yo, fuck, this shit sound like the life for me, my nigga." And
No,
then really it wasn't.
Definitely must have.
It definitely
could have been.
He woke up like,
After listening to okay. So it was the listening to the music. Then he woke up and said he decided.
It's the music, my nigga. Like that shit makes. For example, like
it's the music. The music videos.
It's an escape.
But what did he do? He just became promotion.
He caught a case, and I literally in the case, I think one thing he was trying to use was it was something like. I forgot what it was, my nigga, but he caught a case with these niggas, bro. And they were trying to use some bullshit.
That doesn't mean he doesn't have agency. It just means like he was inspired.
It's a motivational factor, my nigga. Like it can influence a lot of shit, especially like younger niggas.
At this point, though,
and in a way different, I would say, than movies or video games. I think it's different.
I was about to say at this point,
music is much more personal. It's much
more
like there's real life people telling, "Yo, I did this."
Not even that, but if you relate to, let's say, 50 Cent and something other than the street, then you be like, I relate to him in this. You listen to his music. If you listen to 50, but you fuck with him because of his business, doesn't matter. You're gonna listen to his street side of shit.
Well, the thing is also
you're gonna get exposed to it. You might not fuck with it, but you're gonna get exposed to it regardless. Real quick, before you say that, 6ix9ine. Look at 6ix9ine's punk ass. That motherfucker. Everybody was listening to that bitch ass nigga. Everybody, third graders, fucking everybody was listening to this bitch ass nigga.
Well, I think it goes beyond the actual music. I think it goes I think it has to do with also the marketing of it as well. You have to understand the fact that you're
listening to him.
I understand that. But that goes along with the fact. But that doesn't go. That's not why people listen to it. They listen to it.
I'm not saying that's why they listen to it. I'm just saying it puts the batteries in a lot of niggas' backs. That they wouldn't have never had if it wasn't for the music.
No, that is true. I'll let this get cut because it went on for a little.
Here's what we're going to do. It's cool. It was great conversation. What we're going to do is, guys, we're going to take the first commercial break, the first music break, and we're going to keep it Nipsey all episode because we just feeling the vibes. All right, when we come back, though, we're going to open up with Nipsey and shit.
What?
We're going to relate that whole listening to shit, the music to Nipsey, just because Nipsey was rapping about this gangster shit, but I'm assuming now we all know what he was doing outside of it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even that message wasn't even getting followed and shit. That all that gang shit was still getting followed through his music. But alrighty, guys, so enjoy this track by Nipsey Hussle. Excuse me. This is none other than Double Up.
times, I ain't telling no lies, I just run it up. Never let a hard time humble us. Double up. I ain't telling no lies, I just, yeah. I ain't telling no lies, I just
5, 4, 3, 2, that's time. I got to you that money. My dreams come true. My life in diamonds. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Who knew?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, that was Double Up by Nipsey Hussle off of his latest album, Victory Lap. We're back. Welcome to the Chec Box. You already know what it is, man. And for those joining us right now, we were just speaking about our last episode and the gun violence. We gave you guys some statistics on some of the polls that we were running. And our last category on one of our polls was music, and if it's actually one of the important factors in these shootings. And we all agreed that yes, and we were just putting in our 2 cents on that. And now we're going to sort of segue into Nipsey Hussle, and his music and how it influenced the streets in any type of way, whether it was from being motivated or hustling. Actually, that's pretty ironic, hustling and motivate. First off, how do y'all even feel about the whole Nipsey situation, man?
It's depressing.
Yeah, it was whack. We were talking about earlier, and that shit, we just talking about that shit had me fucked up all last week, man.
I'm still very upset about it.
Nah, yeah, I still look up some stuff. But I mean, I don't know, man, like, this is definitely one of the celebrity deaths I probably the most connected one I've felt.
Really?
Too. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Well, it's up today. I mean, if I think about it, I don't know. But
what about Mac?
Far,
really quick.
This one, yeah, Mac hurt, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Mac hurt, but this one probably hurt me more because
this one's worse.
This one hurt. This one, and I was explaining this to Kenneth. The reason this one hurt me more than Mac was because I had with Mac, it was almost like losing someone you known for a while. You get, I mean, which is bad also, but with Nipsey, I felt like I lost someone that I was looking forward so much to continue my relationship with. Like around the time when like the Grammys, a little before that, like around that time is when I started getting really into him and stuff because we talked about this too. I don't know if we talked about it in the episode how we thought he had an album of the year. We all thought he had album of the year. He fucking should have won it by a landslide. Right. But that's a whole nother thing. So I really started seeing what he was about and all that, and I started looking more into it, and I started really fucking with it. Yeah. And I just felt like getting someone taken from me that was about to. I felt like I just met a mentor, and they took him from me. You feel me? So that's why with him it fucking that shit.
You felt like you had a lot left to teach you.
I felt like I was just getting to know. It was like someone you just getting to know, and you're looking forward to growing with them, and then you feel me?
No funny shit, bro. And I'm telling you this because I know you don't really listen to this.
Yeah, I had to get put onto all this shit.
Yeah, so
I really did.
You know I'm not
saying?
Gonna lie, bro. Like
I'm like, oh who?
Same with HP. I really started listening to him after the Grammys and shit. I've always known of Nipsey though. The first song I've heard of him
known about him since
was "I'm On It" with French Montana and Wiz Khalifa and Big Sean. That is a throwback. I'm sure we were all bumping that in freshman year.
They all killed that shit too.
But yo, bro, this was a dude who grew up in South Central LA, man, rolling 60s Crip, you feel me? Real gangster, my nigga, like a baby Snoop. And yo, he reminds me of Snoop, like his whole persona, bro, his image, his sound.
I saw something.
It sounds like him when
they played, I think they played Father and Son in a movie. I forgot.
I was just about to say, I don't know if the movie came out, but he was supposed to play Snoop in the movie. It probably came out. I don't know if it did. He was supposed to play Snoop's character.
No, I think he did. I think he did.
Because somebody was, I remember somebody on the Rest in Peace post, they were like, yo, damn, man, like, I don't know if they said you were supposed to play Snoop or you played Snoop.
I think
either way,
I forgot what movie it is, but it was a different movie. It was a movie with Ving Rhames too.
The jail shit and Gilly the Kid.
Yeah. I mean, either way, bro. Like I was saying, shit really fucked with me, bro. Especially just cause like off rip, once I heard he got shot, bro, in front of his store in his hood. My first thought was, damn. Just another hating nigga from the hood, bro. And that's exactly what it ended up to be. You know what I'm saying? For all you fucking conspiracy theorists
bro.
out there.
It was over the Dr. Sebi doctor, man.
Right, over the... Let's not even get into that.
All right, but so like I mentioned, so there's valid reason for that, though.
I guess, bro. I really don't want to get into that, though. Because that's going to be the rest of that episode.
No, because it's about his life. You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk about his life, he's a gang member that's realized the bullshit that the gang life brings.
Yep. Right.
Said, all right, we're going to turn this around. Mm-hmm. He's a black man. He was about black ownership and basically uplifting the black community.
Right. He did it well.
So what did he do? That same place where he got killed, we talked about this too. Same place where he got killed.
It's almost poetic. It's almost poetic, bro.
It's literally poetic. Yeah. Because where he got killed at, he used to you know what I'm saying, he used to gangbang in there, same place. He used to get kicked out. And he said in the interview we talk about all the time that he went from getting kicked out to charging the nigga rent. You feel me? The same nigga used to kick him out now was paying him rent.
Pays him
rent. So but think about that, bro. And then so now if you a gang member, you feel me? You somebody from Rolling Six or you a H-Trade Crip or whatever, you and LA and you see that, it's like, damn, you feel me? So now you got someone who was completely changed his life. Now he's coming back and he's trying to teach that to the community, bro.
To his own community,
bro. Not only did he buy that little parking lot, he was employed, bro. He was that plaza. He was. I call it the parking lot because you know what I'm saying. That's what when he talks about. That's how he refers to it. Right. But that little plaza, he owned all of it. But he was employing the community.
Yeah, bro.
He was employing felons.
He was doing.
He was employing. You know what I'm saying? He was teaching like a lot of motherfuckers the right things, like showing people, all right, there's other shit out here. And the day after he got killed, he was supposed to have a meeting with the LAPD and the city of LA to talk about how to keep youth out of gangs and try to stop gun violence in LA.
I mean, and this goes to show, like, you don't have to be a fan. Again, I wasn't a fan. You know, after when I heard,
I wasn't a fan of his
this,
music either.
When I heard about it, I mean, I started listening to the music after. I used to, which I'm sure a lot of people did. Yeah. You know,
I was a fan of him as a person, not
still kind of not a fan. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And that's fine. And that's fine. It's fine. No. But but after being put on to again what he was about, what he was doing, the reforming of, for example, like the gang culture. Yeah. Again, we were talking about this earlier. You know, we're talking about again the function of a gang, the function of gang life. You know, what happens when again, a certain community is oppressed. You know, they start to create their own society, their own.
They have the same problem.
Civilization within a civilization. They create their own economic system. They create their own social laws. They create their own
system
fucking
being the drug game.
Social fabric. You know, and it's within that. The thing is that again, gangs. Being that it's a civilization within a civilization, operating kind of within their own kind of laws.
Literally.
Again, they're kind of stigmatized. They're very stigmatized. Again, and they go to violence a lot of the times. And I feel like he kind of realized that it's not completely necessary anymore to be like that.
He was.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a way to work. There's a way to work with what we have.
And that's what kills me the most is that he's really the person who killed him was another Crip from his same fucking set. That's literally like one of us three bodying you.
Right.
For whatever fucking reason.
Sure,
and what pisses me off even more, bro. And my nigga, this shit hurts me, bro. Nipsey got executed.
Yeah.
He didn't get murdered. He got executed, bro. There's a difference. What's the difference? Murdered, drive by, that's a murder.
Whether
bro.
he died or not, they were gonna run out of it.
He got executed. He got shot a couple of times.
He was alive.
He's looking at him like, this is what I heard from other sources. He was telling him like, yo, you got me. The dude went up to him, bro, and then that's when he shot him a couple more times and in the head. And he kicked him.
In the head after shooting him.
My man's got executed, bro. And what gets me tight is that as a fucking OG, bro, being that you a mogul, I don't advise you to have the strap, but one of you niggas gotta have the strap on you, bro. And this the hood nigga talking to me, bro. Yeah. This what gets me tight. But why? But then again, why would you have a strap?
No, not even that.
If you in your
it's not even about that.
It had to do with the situation that he was in right now.
Dude, the reason
fuck that
bro,
bothers me,
the
man.
reason that Nipsey was even at that spot at that time without any security is because it was a spontaneous thing.
His man's got freed, right?
His man's did a 20-year bid and just came home. Out of his heart, he was like, yo, fuck it, you just came home. He took him to his own clothing store and was blessing him, giving him mad shit.
So now, shit that he's doing,
so now while they're outside, this is what happened. So the dude that killed him was a Crip. It was a snitch, and he came up to Nipsey. He was like, yo, what up? I'm a rapper. And Nipsey was like, yo, cool, but you a snitch. You know you're not supposed to be around here.
Respectfully.
Everybody
bro.
says he did it respectfully, and this bitch ass motherfucker just couldn't live with that, bro. He couldn't live with the fact that he was a snitch. He was a bitch ass nigga. He was a nobody in the hood. And bro, when you a snitch, like you live with that, like you done forever.
Yeah,
you feel me?
You're not valid nowhere.
That faggot. Oh, sorry. Oh my god. You know what I'm saying? That piece of shit motherfucker.
We're gonna have to bleep that out.
We're gonna have to bleep that out because I'm. You know, feel me? I don't give a whatever. That bitch ass motherfucker just couldn't live with that and came back and did that, bro. You feel me?
Right.
Oh my god. You know what it is too? And then so this is why I bring this up for the conspiracies, right? We talked about this too right after it happened. A man like that made that conversion and started doing what he was doing is intimidating. To the government. It's very not just to the government, just to
mad people, to
elites. You know, to the elites, everybody,
that
or
1%.
People that benefit off of blacks and just impoverished people being oppressed, right? Yeah. People that benefit off that. Now, fucking. The conspiracies or whatever, boom.
Yeah.
So that, and then, fuck, I forgot what the other point I was going to make.
Thank God.
Shit. Wait, but what?
I feel like that shit was about to go on forever.
No. It was a good ass point. So,
I don't want to get into that.
No, but that's why. So he uplifts the community.
Yeah.
And then it's just, bro, it's so hard to accept the fact that a great man of the quality of Nipsey Hussle died because of some bullshit like that.
Some hating ass.
Bro,
It's true. That's exactly what he told me. That's exactly what he told me.
No, but it's
try to accept that in your heart, bro.
But it's also coupled with the whole sort of narrative of you know, always trying to keep, you know, oppression and, you know, on a certain society. It's a lot of things factoring into the whole idea of conspiracy theory and stuff like that. The whole Dr. Sebi thing, you know, to, you know, it's a lot of things.
When it happened, it was also the quick answer to his death.
Exactly. It's a lot easier. And a lot easier,
bro.
If the narrative, again, if the narrative is so enticing, which again a lot of people feed off of that narrative.
Bro, you know how many it's as sad as it is to say, you know how many people were like probably disappointed when they found out, oh shit, it wasn't because of the documentary.
They fucking felt stupid.
But they also it forces them to confront like an even sadder reality. It's like this could happen to anybody. You know, anybody with enemies, anybody with power, this could happen to.
My thing is,
it happened to Malcolm X.
And I'm gonna end it right here, bro. Before we get into more headlines, I'm gonna end y'all with this, bro, because a lot of people don't fucking understand this. This is what gets me fucking tight. Yeah. Your biggest enemies, bro, are gonna be your closest to you. This guy was in video shoots with Nipsey Hussle. He was in his videos, bro.
I didn't know that.
Nah, yeah. There's a couple screenshots with him in there. He was in shoots with Hussle, bro. Your biggest enemy is gonna be the dude right next to you, bro. I'm not wishing that upon anybody. I hope it ain't gonna be one of these niggas in the near future, bro.
Either,
yeah, don't be paranoid. Don't live your life having to look over your shoulder, bro. But just know, bro, that's what it is. That's really what it is, and
this is a reality of the street life, right? But a lot of niggas don't see that reality till it happens.
Yeah,
you feel me? Now seeing this. And somebody,
it exposed a lot of people to the real street life.
Some dude on Instagram, Superman HB, he's from Harlem, was like some dirtbike rider. But he put up a post, and I thought he hit it on the nail on the head perfectly. He was like, he said Nipsey Hussle's eyes were closed so that other people's could open. And bro, you saw, bro, like
I hope the
gang. I was explaining to Alec earlier. The gang procession in LA wasn't just anybody that wanted to go. It was a gang only procession. It was orchestrated by like one of the top like gang leaders in LA, whatever. I think that he's a top gang leader. He was like, yo, this is for gangs only. If you in a gang, contact your OG or whoever. They're going to have the information. We're going to meet up on this day, whatever. This is for gangs only. Bro, look how many people were there. If you see that procession, those literally were only gang members. There were no civilians, no regular niggas in there. It was all gang. How powerful is that?
Mad red, mad blue, mad yellow, mad Mexicans, mad black niggas throwing up B's, throwing up C's, throwing up kings, throwing up everything, man.
And no violence.
No violence. And it was such a beautiful thing to see, especially somebody coming from the hood where all we do see is gang violence.
And,
you know?
And also, because he asked, because Alec asked me, he's like, oh, did he still associate with Crips like Nipsey? I was like, yes, Nipsey did associate with Crips still, but he talked about reforming gang violence, and also gangs have been changing what they're about. So like one dude like Hocus 45th, he's from Soundview. He's a blood, sex, money, murder. But if you look at him now, he promotes veganism. He promotes health. He promotes staying out of gun violence, all this other shit. The dude Superman, he's from the streets, but like one of his things is put the illegal guns down, pick up a dirt bike. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? All these dudes are Killer Mike. You guys know Killer Mike, right? He has a show, and one of his segments is Bloods and Crips against each other, but it's a cook-off. You feel me? Yeah. So it's, you know, feel me? They changing what they about, but they still gonna.
Which is good.
They're gonna still present themselves as I'm a blood, I'm a Crip, but it's gonna change. But listen, that might not be all factual too. I'm not gang affiliated. You feel me? This is from what I've been reading and shit. You feel me? But I've seen a lot of gang members do positive shit, change a lot of shit. But I just hope people, even if you don't like rap, if you don't like anything, just look at Nipsey's life and just see what he was about, man. Like Alec didn't know nothing about him. We talked about it, and Alec. You know what I'm saying?
He related
saw
to
some insight. Yeah.
He's extremely inspirational, man, in every aspect outside of rap music. Man.
His life should definitely be remembered, man. That's just why.
R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle, man. You already know what it is, man. Rip Nip. Alrighty, guys. Moving on though. I just want to explore. I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. I'm going to hell for this. But this quick story about a couple of Canadians. Okay, so they took. So it was. I don't want to keep laughing. I'm sorry. It was a couple in the patriarch of the family driving home from Florida. And the grandfather passed away in the back of the vehicle.
He had a heart attack in the back of the car.
He had a heart attack, but the reason why they were driving from Florida to Canada is because they wanted to, and this is pretty sad, they wanted to avoid the United States healthcare costs of actually treating him and then sending his body back to Canada.
That's absurd.
I mean, I don't think they were going back to Canada because of that body. I think they were already
No,
going
I
back.
think they were going back. They were trying to go back home, but I guess he was sick and they didn't want to go to a hospital at all. So they let the man die.
He died on the way home, though.
What? He died on the way to
Canada. Wait, did he die on the way home or did he die? Did he die before they booked it back to Canada?
From what I read, they were driving because they did not want to go to a hospital.
Okay, so he died and then they left.
I read they were already driving.
It's funny because if he had just gone to the hospital, there would have been some kind. There's like some kind of special protection for like.
Oh, they probably didn't know. I didn't know
like,
that. I wouldn't know
immigrants
that.
or like people who
outsiders, like not from the country.
Yeah, there's like some kind of special protection for
dude.
them.
That is some shit. Imagine
it's okay. Relax.
Either way, they did this to avoid United States healthcare costs.
No, but imagine you a broke motherfucker and just imagine like. I mean, I'm not saying like we would, any of us would do that shit, but like, dude. Like that's some shit.
That's absurd.
Like that's some shit. Yeah. Imagine getting slapped with a $20,000 bill because like
But imagine somebody dying because you don't want to fucking pay for that.
No, but I don't think. But wait, did he die?
No, he had a heart attack. I think he died, and then instead of taking his body to the thing,
we gotta get this fucking story
straight. I'm gonna get the article.
I'm pretty sure he died on the way.
Did he need care first, or did it just happen? I think that's what he's asking.
Regardless, I think they still kept going because they didn't want to stop in an American hospital because apparently the healthcare costs would have been obscene.
So this is a Fox News from Houston, Texas. Oh, this is not from Houston, Texas. This is a Fox News article published 18 hours ago. The headline is Canadian family drives home from Florida with dead body to avoid U.S. healthcare costs. Reports say. Okay, Canadian family decided to keep driving when the 87-year-old patriarch died in the back of the seat of the car while returning home from a Florida vacation last month to avoid paying for the U.S. healthcare.
To avoid.
Yes. So once they got to the border patrol, once they got to the Canadian-U.S. border, obviously they searched the car and they realized that this patriarch was dead in the back of the seat. According to them, he died a day before they even reached the border.
Yeah,
and that's about a day's travel to get from fucking Florida to up to things.
So.
More than a day.
I also think
it's like it's
24 hours. It's 24 hours to get from Florida to New York.
Really quick, the family cited
a day and change.
The family cited the high cost of U.S. healthcare plus the cost of shipping the body back to Quebec as the reason for not stopping at a hospital. CTV News reported.
But I also think you guys got to consider how far Florida is from Canada.
Extremely, bro. It's at least a 2.5.
It's across the whole country.
It's literally it's 2.5 3 days probably.
From here to
it's from the south to the north.
It's like 7 hours. Okay,
wait, it's more than that.
I think Quebec is like 7 hours.
It's more than that.
I've done it.
Have you done it in open?
Is it really? I feel like the border itself is 7 hours from here.
But regardless, I mean, it's gonna take you 2 days to get to
anywhere from fucking Florida. Anywhere past
So like these are clearly people who were like finances.
They had to be super duper broke.
They had to be like desperate.
But again, if I'm not mistaken, Canada has free healthcare, no?
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken,
they would have been waiting anyway.
Yeah, but you gotta think. You gotta think in there. Devil's advocate here. If I can go to a hospital for free, not have to pay a single cent for anything,
and all I gotta do is wait,
probably 2.5 3 days.
But if you have a fucking heart attack,
but yeah, obviously,
well, that's emergency.
We're not aware of the we
don't know what their emergency room is like.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like Canadian emergency rooms they're like a lot of them are worse than here.
All right, but have you been to Canadian emergency rooms to say that?
To be fair, no, I haven't.
All right, so
that is an invalid point.
Yeah.
I'm going off of what actual Canadians say. They have to wait fucking forever to go see somebody.
Nah. Alrighty, guys. Let's move on, though. So Alec, guys, has a couple of stories here for us. He has one regarding a black hole, and then one regarding 4 goddamn
Pause, first of all.
A black hole. All right,
first of all.
Okay. Regarding a black hole and a story of 4, if I'm not mistaken, bees found in an eyeball.
Yeah, I mean,
was it an eyeball or an eyelid that were eating the tears?
The bees. It was straight up in her eyeball.
It was straight up. Okay, so
which one we're gonna go with first, though?
So we're gonna do the bees first.
The bees first. Okay.
The bees. Actually, fuck with the bees. Let's end on like a nice note. Let's end on an uplifting note on the last one, right? So I mean, if there wasn't any more of a reason to kind of be afraid of bees and stuff like that, you ever got stung by?
I'm allergic to them, so I definitely gotta stay away from them.
I got stung by a bumblebee. I don't know what the fuck.
The motherfuckers don't sting. You gotta really interrogate.
That's a fucking myth.
Nah, you really gotta instigate them, bro.
No, they really do. I saw it's a fat one. It was a fat one.
Those niggas are scary.
Facts.
Anyway. So apparently there was in Taiwan, there was a 29-year-old woman that went out for a walk in the mountains. Apparently
China?
No, totally Taiwan. It's totally Taiwan, right? And when she returned home, she was complaining of eye pain, so she went to the ophthalmologist, as anyone should, right? And the ophthalmologist found 4 bees in her right eyelid. Yeah. What the fuck? 4 bees in her right eyelid.
But how do you not feel
It was the right
one. Are these
one.
full-size bees?
Actually,
they're tiny.
Actually, they were pretty
small.
tiny. They were pretty tiny. They were probably the size of an ant, like the small ants, not the big fucking chunky ants and shit like that. So apparently, these bees belong to a family of bees called Halicitidae, right? So that's the family of bees, right? And that family of bees are actually they're called sweat bees, and those sweat bees actually, aside from loving nectar and feeding on pollen and all that stuff, they actually really like sweat.
I gotta stay away.
They
from
really
Taiwan.
love.
You said
salt.
Taiwan?
No, actually, that's the funny thing. That is the funny thing, though, is because this family of bees, anywhere that bees are found, really, there is a family of the Halicitidae, bee
Sweat
family around. And so, essentially, they just like a lot more than just pollen and nectar and stuff like that, right? So, the reason that they like the sweat, that they love the proteins in the sweat, the thing is that tears actually have about 200 times more protein. So I think I quoted one of the studies over here that found that that tears actually have 1,526 different types of proteins just in your tears.
Oh, I'm about to start crying more after a workout.
So let me tell you something. Yeah, it totally makes sense.
Showing tears.
Yeah. No. So I mean, if you look at it, like these bees actually really fucking thought that this was actually a way better of a diet than the sweat. My question is, first of all, how the fuck did they get inside without fucking knowing?
But that's what I'm saying.
That's what I just want to fucking know.
Not 2, not 3 before.
The article had said she was like visiting someone's grave, and she ducked down, and I guess like a gust of wind or something happened where she got what she thought was dirt in her eyes. She went home later and she couldn't open her right eye.
Okay,
she kept feeling a pain in her eye.
Okay, but this is the thing. There are a couple of things that really just don't fucking make sense to me, right?
This whole story.
It really doesn't make any fucking sense. No, because like, first of all, it's the next day. I can understand like if it was maybe like a month later that there was like eggs, like little eggs that flew in the wind, and they were like, and then they fucking, they grew into like little bees and shit like that. I get that, but if it's the next day and they found them already the size of a fucking ant like this, and there's a video. I mean, we can show the video if you want. We can put it up. The fucking video, dude. They show the fucking bees, man. Like, how the fuck do you not see? How the fuck do you not feel?
Like a lump in your eye,
not just one bee, 4 fucking bees. And she's Asian. Her eyes are like halfway open. So like, how the fuck?
You're not just kidding.
He said it.
He said that.
It was him all for sure.
But it's like, but how I just don't get it.
Honestly speaking,
I don't fucking get it.
I gotta stay away from Taiwan.
get
My ass is allergic to bees. I'll fucking die on impact, man.
No, but it's really funny though. These bees are found everywhere, even in North America. So watch your eyes.
That actually
now that walk around like this.
Weather's getting.
That reminds me actually. That just reminded me. I read an article. Did I told you guys with you guys about it? It was like an archaeologist or whatever, like somebody that studies. Or not archaeologists. What are the people that study insects and all?
Entomologists.
Yes, entomologists. Whatever, he was in South Africa studying whatever. I forgot what type of worm or is like some type of worm or larvae, whatever. It they're like that. They're small and then they can get into your skin and like
bot flies.
Yes, bot flies.
Bot flies.
Bro, this motherfucker let one got into his back and it started like growing. Like I think I don't forget exactly what it was. It started growing in there before it popped out like a cocoon type shit.
Yeah.
It was growing in his back.
Yeah.
And he left it there. This guy said that for entomologists in like South Africa, this is like a badge of honor to let a bot fly grow in you and eventually see.
You got me fucked up,
bro. Gross. He was like, yeah, and then he was like, yeah. My wife asked me, like, he literally said, I feel like I'm carrying a baby. He was like, I can feel it. He said,
he's probably mad proud of that.
Bro,
shit.
He is. Dude,
I got a bot fly on my back.
Yes, literally, yes, literally, bro. He was saying, he's like, my wife tells me all the time like I'm crazy, and he'd be like, yeah, I'll tell her I feel like kicking.
No, but it's it's true though. I mean, it's not even that. You ever felt like, and that's the thing. You ever felt like your eye twitch?
Yeah.
I always thought that there were like little worms and stuff like that. Like,
I was always like, yo, what the fuck? I never thought about that.
Yeah, no, but it's really not. It's really not that. But I mean, there are tons of like weird organisms that people have found in their eyes. Like there's something called like lash mites. So if you actually
Yeah,
like take,
I've
you
heard
heard
of
of that shit, right?
Yeah.
Like if you take like a microscopic, like a really strong microscope, you take one of your eyelashes out. They're actually shit living on your eyes.
Yeah, it's like an eyebrow. They call it like eyebrow lice or whatever. The fuck.
Yeah, eyebrow lice and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
shit
I mean,
like
people got bot flies stuck in their eyes. People got
That's
fucking
weird.
like parasites, all that shit.
It's
That's nuts.
And
fucking
yeah.
nutty.
Alec, man, get onto this black hole before I go into this next break, bro.
Word, man. So for the first time ever, we've actually visualized an actual black hole. I know, HP, you're really into astronomy, so this is super fucking exciting.
Yes.
For a lot of the astrophysicists out there. I mean, just for humanity in general, this is something that, I mean, it's pretty impressive. So for example, like Einstein, I'm pretty sure I got this right, that Einstein theorized the fact that black holes existed. It was a theory before we actually proved it existed.
And he got to that theory through math.
Through math, it just
it was like, I think it was like he had he didn't theorize it. I think he like hypothesized about it, and then I think it was.
I mean, is that the same?
No, it is in the scientific
there is
context,
a
it's
different.
different.
Hypothesis is not proven.
Einstein proposed the idea based on the physics at the time,
And- yes,
then
yeah.
it was, if I'm not mistaken, Stephen Hawking and like his group of physicists that literally proved it to be true. Mathematically, it's true.
Yeah,
so
and-
now we have an actual literal visual interpretation of it.
Right.
Like,
It actually looks like
not
a ring light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
we'll
that's
totally
the
like
interesting
put the
part.
image up. Like, yeah, we'll totally
Yeah,
like
for
put it up so
sure.
you guys can see it because it's super interesting. I mean, again, so this black hole image was achieved on Wednesday actually by an international team of researchers from the Event Horizon Telescope project, and it's a supermassive black hole at the center of a galaxy called the
M87?
Messier 87. Okay, so this is a galaxy about 55 million light years away
How the
from
fuck
Earth.
do we even have visual of that?
We can fucking do it.
We can do
Dude,
it.
We
Yeah.
can fucking do
50
it.
light
55 million
I
light
think
years.
it
So-
was
Million?
So it means at the speed of light,
It would
which
take
we
traveling
can't
at a
even.
year. Yeah, I
yes,
get
so
it, yeah. I get it.
55 million years
Traveling at
to
the speed
reach
of light.
there.
Do you fuckers understand how fast the speed of light is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
a really long.
And also, too,
that's a really
it's
long.
funny that the
Yeah.
that the group of scientists is called the the Event Horizon.
The Event Horizon, Telescope project.
Yeah, and then do you guys know what the Event Horizon is?
Yep.
It's
Right.
it's the point of the black hole where you're fucked. Not even light can escape it.
Yep.
Right.
So
It's like you're being sucked
it's
in
kind of
so
funny, like
fast and so
these fucking
hard,
scientists, man. They're so like fucking nerds, man. Like the Event Horizon group.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was the goal of the whole fucking.
Oh no, 100%.
project.
Yeah,
No, for
yeah,
for sure.
But it's like how
But this-
not even light can escape.
Even just this big, were to just pop up into like anywhere
Done.
right here, the whole planet is being
Done,
sucked in.
done, 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 done,
fucking
done, done,
crazy
done,
how
done, done,
powerful
done.
that is.
So this
You get chopped up.
this actual galaxy is actually again 55 million light years away in the constellation of Virgo. Okay, so this particular supermassive black hole is 6.5 billion times the mass of our sun.
That's nuts.
How do we
6.5 billion times the math. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't
lot,
know
yeah,
it.
it's a lot of
I don't know.
math.
And 100 billion kilometers across.
How do you even measure that? How do you?
The even more interesting thing is the fact that we're even seeing it, right? So the reason that's so hard to see a black hole is the fact that its mass is so dense that nothing can escape
Yeah.
its, again, in what he was saying, the event horizon. So for example, the reason why we have gravity is the fact that our Earth has mass, right? So if our Earth's mass shrunk, we would have less gravity and we would start to float away, right? We have to have jet propulsion to get ourselves out into space and fight gravity, right? So the more mass something has, the harder it is to escape its atmosphere.
Because the bigger you are, the more you attract other objects.
It's not exactly the bigger you are; it's the more mass you have,
The more
compact,
gravity you have.
right? So you can be you can be small as fuck, but if you have a lot of mass, so if you're dense, infinitely dense, for example, you can attract fucking light. And so the fact is that black holes, again, light can't even escape it. So there's no light reflecting off of it, so you can't see a black hole. You just see a void.
see-
So
or something
exactly
around
what
it.
you're seeing. So what you're seeing in that picture is actually
Yeah, the light
the
around
gas is actually something called an accretion disk that's actually forming around the black
Yeah.
hole, and the gas is actually swirling around it. So it's actually really
So
interesting.
they had to capture the light surrounding the supermassive black hole.
That
and
shit.
condense it to a
So
form.
it's
Yeah.
pretty fucking
And
interesting.
it was a woman who came up with the algorithm to do it too. I mean, it was a team of scientists, but she was
like
main
the head.
person.
Yeah,
Awesome,
and then
It's being shared on Facebook. So
oh,
shout
I
out.
was saying also with Einstein fucking his law of gravity too. Like people are still trying to.
Well, it's funny.
They're trying to like
They confirmed. You guys probably know. Like gravitational waves was like something.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Like
yes.
they recently, as recently I think as 4 years ago, they confirmed.
Yes, I remember.
But
This was
gravitational waves also in some way.
No, 4.
4 years. No, that's what I'm saying.
It was recent.
Way
It was
more recent. Way more recent.
They had,
I was like,
what did they do? They had, I think, contradicted Einstein in some way. Something. It's like insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That is fucking awesome, though. I'm not gonna lie, Alec. Thanks for all those stats, bro, and those wonderful stories, man, and putting that shit to the light. Because I'm sure half of y'all motherfuckers, if not all of y'all, didn't even know about none of that. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna go into this commercial break now. Enjoy "Hustle and Motivate" by Nipsey Hussle.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle the overweight. That's why they follow me, huh? They think I know the way. Cause I took control of things. Ballin' the solo way. And if you pattern my trend, I make you my protege. Slossin' that soldier race. Niggas don't know them days. Take you in back of the buildings. Make you expose your rage. Take you across the tracks. Make you explode the face. Now you official now. But you got a soul to save. I just been cooking that new. I'm about to drop in the few. Think if I call it the great, the people gon' call it the truth.
Yeah, welcome back to the Check Box, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, that was Nipsey Hussle with Hustle and Motivate. For those joining in, we just finished speaking on a couple of headliners. We spoke obviously about the late Nipsey Hussle. We spoke about these Canadians who had a dead passenger for a couple of days driving back from Florida to Canada.
It's pretty ridiculous. It's absurd.
That's why. Yeah, it really is.
Nah,
This happened about 2.5 weeks ago.
I was cracking up. I'm not gonna fucking.
They drove from Florida to Canada because they wanted to avoid U.S. healthcare costs. And then Alec brought up a couple of stories regarding 4 bees in Thailand in someone's eye.
Yeah.
All right. These bees are basically, they feed off of the protein in the sweat. They like the honey and all that shit.
And the tears, actually. Because remember, it was the eye.
Excuse me. Yeah, they feed off the sweat, but the tears had
but they do
mad protein.
eat sweat.
Okay. And then we spoke about a black hole, man. The first ever image of an actual black hole, 55 million light years away in some other galaxy by the name of M87. Was that the short version? Or
Messier, yeah.
Okay, M87.
M87, Messier.
I've read that in our
Yeah.
Supermassive black hole.
Yeah,
That's a big
like,
distinction.
this shit is huge. What was
100
center of that
billion
galaxy.
kilometers wide.
at the center of that galaxy? So that galaxy could be gone right now.
That's why I hate astronomy. It's just like fucking
that was a
wild
different post I was
numbers
type shit.
But
Alrighty, guys, and on to
also, wait, real quick too. So I'm talking about fucking Dominicans, man. You know the fucking vibe. We out here with the flag and it's Yankees all day. We lost to the Astros today, but fuck, we still taking the chip.
And we lost the fuck out of this. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't pronounce the beers. We got Presidents right here, and then we got some Brooklyn. Was Brooklyn Ale?
Brooklyn IPAs, Brooklyn East IPA.
There we go.
Brooklyn brand, brewed in New York.
Awesome, man. You already know what it is. Supporting the local, man.
Supporting my Dominicans, man.
Word. Alrighty, guys, so let's get on to, I think, what everyone's been waiting for, and that's some Game of Motherfucking Thrones talk. God damn.
All right, can we talk about how just I never thought this day would come?
Honestly.
Like at the end of last season, I was like, dude, we gotta wait 2 fucking years.
And we did.
It's ridiculous, bro.
2 fucking years that we're here.
It's really ridiculous.
We are here.
Crazy.
And we're waiting for 6 fucking episodes. That's
absurd.
But they're all an hour and a half. They're all hour 20 plus.
No, they're not.
All 6.
No, I
hope so.
All 6. Yeah.
Oh wait, did they confirm it?
The length of
they
feature
confirmed
Because
film.
what I saw, it said only like 2 episodes are gonna be like an hour and a half.
I'll deadass smack
Only 2 hour and a half, but they're all an hour 20 plus.
And I'm popping on George.
Now I wouldn't look it up because what I saw.
That's what I saw.
Nah,
I literally saw the
nah.
length of each episode.
Oh, my phone's over there. But
Fuck
I
it.
hope what I saw was fake. I swear to God, because I was pissed when I saw it.
At this
I was
point-
like, 2 episodes over a fucking hour.
At this
The
point-
fuck? 2 years? I'm waiting for 2 years for that.
Listen, at this point, just give me whatever. I've been waiting. You know that's really they have given us. I've been literally feeding off of fan theories for the last. Literally been like
living off
masturbating
of
to
shit that I'm
fan
hearing.
theories for the last year.
I think it's like
and a
500
half.
Like for example,
Theories, they ruined the fun to me.
No, they don't. They actually make it more fun.
When you gotta wait 2 years, it makes it more fun.
No, because the thing is that okay, so they have multiple fan theories for like the same thing. So I mean, all of them can't be right. So it's like, oh, which one is it? Type
I'd
shit.
rather just be surprised. Because then, like, I'm gonna be looking at it
It's
like,
true,
what
but
about this? What about that?
Exactly.
Just enjoy it.
It is.
But I'm
But
saying
it
just enjoy it.
Okay, so again, so
that could make it more enjoyable.
so
Like, am I right?
this brings up a pretty interesting point. You know, what type of viewer are you? Are you the one that likes to kind of guess and try to like, you know, anticipate the ending, or do you just like to fucking embrace the, you know, the I don't know, the mystery and stuff like that?
I'm a bit of both though, because like for me personally, like for Game of Thrones, I just want it. I fuck the fan theory shit. I'm just gonna go straight into.
I'm gonna watch it and get amazed.
For other stuff, yeah, I would watch fan theories. I watch.
Nah, you see the thing,
but like for Game of Thrones, me in particular, just give it to me.
With something like Game of Thrones,
it takes the fun out.
Nah, with something like Game of Thrones that is so complex, so many things just fucking
so intricate.
Oh, I thought it was this, but it wasn't. Shows like that, especially, is where I'm like, oh, all right, I'm gonna get into the mind of these motherfuckers.
It's worth it. No, but it's worth it.
Like them,
right,
I'm gonna figure it the fuck out.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
It's worth it.
I
with
like that
something
challenge.
like this.
But it's also
because it's genuinely complex.
It's made for
and
that.
It's real shit. Like not real shit, but in the sense where like. Well, the shit that happens is like, oh shit, that happened.
And
like
I understand that, but at this point, the show, I mean, the writers will even admit, at this point, most of it is fan service now. Like they've gotten so far from the books at this point. It's like
I don't think it's fan service.
I think they've been past the books.
I don't think they were.
Season 6 was fan service.
Yeah, but I don't know, bro. I don't think most of the show was based like off the book. A lot of it was not even close to the book.
They've been off the book after season 2.
And some of it hasn't been fully.
But fan service, you have to understand what fan service is. At least to me, what fan service is alluding to things. So, for example, if you have if you're showing something, if you're making a creative composition based off of an other creative composition on a different platform, and you're bringing aspects of the older platform to the newer platform, that's fan service. Right. Okay, bringing something new to the table and stuff like that is not really fan service. Right. That's really creatively making it something different.
That'll be,
you know what I'm saying? That's developing.
Than a book.
For fan service, a lot of it is like, wow, I wish this would happen in the show.
Right. That's
give me an example. I don't even have one. I don't have one moment where I could think of that.
I think one of them was, oh my god,
because I completely disagree.
Who Jon Snow's mom actually was. I think that was part of it, but. That was part of the.
That was so. For example, that
fans
wanted
his mom to be this person. Let's make it this person. That's a little outrageous.
The R plus L equals J thing.
It's outrageous that they would do that. Are you saying?
The R plus L equals J thing was a theory that was kind of embedded in the show.
Right.
That ended up becoming true. So if something
was a good
planted in, right, it was something that people caught on to,
really
and they were like,
guess.
No, people caught on into that. Dude, stop with that shit. That's fucking annoying. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, trying to figure it out.
It's all good. But yeah, so it's like, what you call it? Yeah, no. So that right, dude, stop that.
Wasn't me.
Oh, you're fucking doing.
No, that wasn't me. That was
dude. Nah, I'm just saying. So what you call it? Nah, I don't think that's fan service, bro. I think that's like something that the fans actually caught on to. But when it comes to actually like predicting like the end of something like Game of Thrones, right? Yeah. A lot of people are again looking for clues and stuff like that. But the actual creators actually released something this week that one of our friends actually gave us, Gabby, and it was actually right. So
Gabby, bro,
Gabby, yeah, Goris, yeah.
I met her one time.
You know who she is then?
Well, now I do, but I met her one time.
Fuck it. So,
please do.
So it's a Spotify playlist of 50 songs, and these 50 songs, I mean, range from artists like Atreyu, The Doors.
It's known songs. It's not random shit.
Yeah, no, it's not Game of Thrones soundtrack stuff. These are songs, by Fear, Van Morrison, you name it. So 50 songs that together as a collective, apparently,
if decoded correctly,
can actually give us the ending, or can actually give us the ending of
now. How
Game
can you
of Thrones.
dig that deep into a playlist of songs and be like, all right, this is what's gonna happen?
Start investigating.
I wouldn't even want to do that.
That's what I'm saying.
I was gonna say,
people.
I
was trying to one of those four to see if we could figure it out.
So I mean, if you look at, well, listen,
a lot. You're gonna be there for like 3 days.
Listen real quick. So I'm gonna give you some of the songs headlines, and some of them are kind of like obvious with the titles. Like they're kind of like obvious allusions to things in Game of Thrones. So for example, Killer Wolf by Danzig.
Good
Okay, so I think a lot of the allusions to Game of Thrones come with the names, right? Atreyu, The Time Is Now. Again, that one isn't really so specific to Game of Thrones, the title, but maybe the lyrics itself.
I think that could be related. Time is now. Like,
but maybe the lyrics itself, or maybe with the titles put together.
Time to murk these niggas right now. Murk them right now, cuz.
Little Monster by Royal Blood, Burn the Fleet. Burn the Fleet.
Burn the fucking ship.
Hello, that was.
Burn the fucking net.
When was that? When was that?
I think 10 of season 7. When she just came in and was.
No, that's not a fleet.
No. You're talking about the Battle of Blackwater. First of all, the Battle of Blackwater. With the battle, the first time.
I know what he's talking about.
He's talking about.
No, I'm talking about
the dragon. When the dragon just
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Question about Game of Thrones.
But that ain't the.
I was thinking about Wildfire before you said that.
I was thinking about Blackfire. The Battle of Blackfire, where Braun got his name. You remember when Braun got his name?
And the fucking ship blew up with Mad Wildfire.
Yeah, but I thought that was also where Tyrion kind of like said his.
Tyrion made a name for himself as a military leader, for sure.
Because he saved their ass. If it wasn't for Tyrion, they'd be fucked.
All of them.
There's actually a song called Dire Wolf by Grateful Dead. So again, all these songs were made, before. A lot of these songs were made before Game of Thrones. So it's actually pretty interesting.
Cold. I've actually heard that song before.
I'm not gonna go that into the fucking playlist.
Yeah,
but it's really interesting though that a lot of these titles are like literal allusions to Game of Thrones. So I think maybe if you follow the titles, maybe you can get to it. Maybe you can get to some sort of.
But knowing them, those assholes you gotta listen to the song. There's shit in the lyrics.
I have a question for both of you since y'all like this stuff for some reason. Let's say you do actually figure the ending out, right? Like, will it have made you feel better?
I actually would kind of be annoyed that I found it out, but
it'll be more to test my investigative skills.
Okay, the thing is that I don't want to find the ending. You're absolutely right. Like, I don't want to find the ending. I want to be fucking surprised. I want to be there because again, we're gonna have so we didn't mention this, but we're totally gonna have a fucking premiere party in this crib. For Game of Thrones, like we did for last season, which was amazing. Remember when what was my excuse for not being there? It was fucking awesome.
Incest on the beach.
He was just
a whole ass nigga.
So it was it was amazing time, man. And so I don't know. I mean, I really just want to be surprised. I want to like have this season just like take me for a ride.
All right, so questions.
I don't want to be I was a little disappointed with the end of last season.
I'm disappointed with the end of last season.
Just because the way they left me.
What series were you watching?
No, the only reason I was disappointed is because they left me wanting so much more, and then I was like,
hello. You have to understand.
I just felt like they could have ended a little different.
How dare you leave me on a cliffhanger?
Goddammit. The one criticism that I had of season 7 was the fact that it was clear that they wanted to get the timing. It was clear that they wanted to get from A to B.
Yeah, skip hella steps.
They literally went from like motherfuckers in Westeros to like the north in
I saw episode 7 today, bro.
A minute.
When Genji,
my nigga Grey Worm,
bro, Genji. First off, it took them an episode and a half to get to where they got to before they even fought the White Walkers, and then. The army, and then Genji runs for 2 minutes on screen and is back at the fucking wall.
Yeah,
that shit blew the fuck out.
No. The timing, the timing.
But supposedly they were there for a fortnight, and then it took Genji like a couple of hours to run that back.
I was gonna say also too. You remember the scene where it's fucking Jaime Lannister, and then he's running to, I think he's trying to kill the dragon or Daenerys herself, and then Bronn comes in and and tackles him to the water. This nigga tackled him at shore. This nigga tackled him into the sand, and they end up going deep into the bottom of the ocean. And then when they come up, they're on the other side of the water, and Daenerys and the dragon didn't do nothing. They just watched that happen. The nigga tried to kill them, and they just watched that happen. Get the fuck out of here.
You know what? That one
in your living room.
I remember when we saw it, but the thing is, I did not catch that. We did not initially. No, I know exactly what you're talking about, and this is why I'm mad that I didn't catch the fact that they just like dove into fucking.
Bro, this nigga tackled him
into fucking. I was like, there's no way.
2 feet into water. Then when you go into the thing, he's fucking 50 feet deep.
Bro, he's barely making a splash.
And when they come out, they're on the literal other side,
and they're still floating. It's like,
oh my god,
you want him to live that bad? Like that, you have to some
somebody said today, like, yo,
it's movie magic, my friend.
Like, somebody said today, keep it a buck. Ron and Jamie should have died that night.
There was no chance.
It's all a dream from now on.
And what blows mine is that they're rushing shit. and they only released 8 episodes.
Right.
Like my man, you had another
it's probably a money thing.
of
Who knows?
episodes.
So
Money thing? I doubt it, bro. Game of Thrones got money.
but
Game of
it's
Thrones really does have money.
No, they
Bro,
do.
Battle of the Bastards cost them, I think it was $26 or $28 million.
All right, now,
Don't
yeah,
doubt that
obviously,
for a second.
to raise about, nigga, that's a lot of money spent. True, you get what I'm saying?
I think they're getting that
yes, they
back,
do
though.
make
They
them. Oh,
spent
but
that
also,
like
did you guys
2
hear?
seasons ago.
Did you hear?
The same
Sorry, I keep
directors of
burping.
the Battle of the
Let me
Bastards are
read
going to be
update.
doing the big fucking.
And
they
the battle in this one is the most expensive battle scene ever recorded.
cannot fucking
Game
win.
of Thrones definitely holds so many.
They're-
Well, it was Battle of the Bastards before.
Awards.
This one just took it over. So Battle of the Bastards was, in my opinion, the best battle scene I've ever seen.
I saw a video of the
I actually have a hot take about Battle
what
of
the
the
hell is the
Bastards,
word for that? The story coordinator, like, but the visual story coordinator, the battle scene expert, I guess.
Yeah.
And
Choreographer.
there you go, yeah. And he was saying that Game of Thrones actually holds the world record for having the most people on fire on a set, bro.
Really?
Yeah. And
Well, oh no, that must no, but that was that.
I saw
that,
this video
that
not too
couldn't-
long ago. It could have
but
been an
that-
older video, though.
But that couldn't have been the Battle of the Bastards. That
no,
must
that
have been.
wasn't the Battle of the Bastards.
No,
that
no,
was
no,
the fleet.
that was the
episode we were
Tyrell.
just talking
Oh, the
about
Wild
with
Part.
Jamie and.
Or was that? Oh,
No, the last where Jamie.
I'm thinking that it was the battle for the Tyrells. You remember?
No.
But do you remember when the Lannister army was took over the Tyrells, the High Garden?
Yes, the High Garden.
The Battle of High Garden?
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
The Battle of High Garden.
When she was like, it was me and.
Okay, so the same battle that you were talking about with Jamie and Braun,
yeah.
that episode,
that episode, yeah,
when
yeah.
they murked all that.
Oh shit,
like-
that scared the shit out of me.
Anyway, so I think one of the biggest questions, like I have for you guys, one of the biggest questions, like in the Game of Thrones lore right now, as of now. So the Night King, right? The Night King is one of the biggest, baddest motherfuckers in the world of Game of Thrones, right?
You say Braun?
What do you,
No, he's
what the fuck do you think he wants?
Brand.
What does he want to do?
What the fuck do you think he wants?
What does he want?
What do you
I-
think
I-
he
He just
wants?
wants love and
dead-
attention.
I deadass don't know.
You know what I think? I think he wants to meet the tree people again. The people who created him.
He had his chance to do that though.
When? Oh yeah, when he met
had
before he
a
killed
chance to do
Hodo.
that, yeah, that's
R.I.P. my nigga Hodo.
Yeah, he had
Hold
his
on,
chance
yo,
to
it's
do
funny. At work, they always be saying,
And
when
they
say, hold the door, hold
murked him.
it.
Yeah,
He murked him.
he had
Okay.
his chance to do that.
So
he
I'll take
don't
that
want
back.
that.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
All right. If he does end up to be Bran, I think
Lame.
he wants to go back and meet him, and then probably
I know.
not solidify some type of agreement, but that contact is gonna fuck up.
Listen, I was gonna say, I think they're both.
I don't know, bro. I
think
don't know
they're the
what
same
the fuck
people.
because he has a whole dragon.
I don't know.
Bro.
Listen, I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, but I just feel like Bran is the Night King. The Night King is like.
Well, why do you
I
think
can't-
Bran? Well, first of all, why do you
What
think
gives
Bran
you
is
that?
the Night King?
Yeah.
You have to explain
at
yourself.
the-
You can't just
necklace theory?
fucking.
So I was
That
talking with my
necklace
boy.
shit, yeah.
Shout out my boy Andre. I was talking with him like this was a minute ago. I forgot why I thought it, but I came to this conclusion like a year ago, and I just kept saying it. Fuck, what was it?
They look alike.
It was something with the tree. With the tree when the guy tells him like, yo, the three-eyed raven, whatever, what the fuck, boom. That whole scene, there was something in there where it was something related to the Night King. Fuck, I'm gonna get back to it, but there's a good reason for that.
Was it when the Night King looked at the Raven when Bran was looking at him flying over him?
And they were looking at the same time. It was some shit like that made me think like, all right, yeah, this might be him. I forgot exactly what it was,
Well,
but
what about
I'll
this?
get back to
What
it.
about this? What about the fact that the
sweating
army of the
like a motherfucker
dead
right
was traveling in the form of a dire wolf head?
I remember that.
I didn't even peep that.
What?
I saw that.
Can you pull up a picture?
Yeah,
I would love
we're
to
gonna
see a
pull up a
picture.
picture right now. I'm gonna pull up a picture for y'all right now.
So,
Keep talking.
so one of the theories, and I can't take credit for this, but so a lot of the people that well, not a lot of people, but one of the major theories that I saw for the motivation for the Night King, one of my favorite theories, actually goes all the way back to the first episode. I don't know if you remember the first episode of Game of Thrones.
I saw it today, actually.
You remember? So you remember the very, very, very first scene of the very first episode where the Night's Watch went up north and they found the wildling
Yep.
kind of like encampment.
Yep, the
And they
design.
found
The
all of
heads.
them dead, right?
Yeah. Excuse me.
And they found all of them dead,
Heads cut off, right? All that shit.
heads cut off, dismembered. Bless you. Arranged
Can I get a
in
napkin?
a sort of pattern, right? So it was like in a circle with like a line in the middle, and they had 3 heads, right? And the next time we see a sort of body pattern like that, we saw it in like this sort of spiral pattern, right? That spiral pattern was the same spiral pattern that was the stones where the first Night King was actually made. I don't know if you remember.
Yes.
Where the Night King was actually made, there was a big tree, and then there were stones.
Around it.
Made in a spiral.
Yeah.
I remember the tree. I don't remember the stones.
The stones. You'll see. You'll see
I'll
the.
rewatch
If you go back on it, when
You'll
First
definitely-
Man was made.
You'll definitely see it. It's a big. It's an aerial shot of the tree and the stones in a spiral. That White Walkers actually recreated that spiral with bodies. In a later episode, the first episode, they actually made the bodies in a circle with a line down the middle and 3 heads facing outwards. Now, if you look at the map of Westeros, you'll see in, I forgot what body of water, the bay or something like that. Blackwater Bay. I forgot which one it was. But you'll see this island called the Isle of the Faces. And the Isle of the Faces is where one of those trees are at, which is where one of those spirals are at, which is actually the place where the first Night King was actually made.
That's crazy.
So a lot of people. So the theory is that the Night King wants to go to the Isle of the Faces because that's where he believes the rest of the Children of the Forest are. The Green Seers are at.
But what is he gonna do with them? That's what I'm saying. Because he
killed
had an
the fuck out of
opportunity.
them. Killed them.
Also, you say
They took away. They took away his humanity. They took away all of his feeling. They took away his
and that makes sense and all. But like, all right. That makes sense, right? I guess. But it's like, what do you need that big ass army for?
Yeah.
Why?
I just feel like too much is going on for it to be only for that.
But my thing is like, why would it like why assemble such a massive army?
I just feel like he could have
kill people.
I feel like you could have went about it differently.
No issue. You can destroy them unless there's more about them we don't know. That they got an army of themselves that they need and nobody knows anything about it.
Or unless you
that's the way that makes sense.
Unless he has to take the path he's taking now to get to the Isle of Faces or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is that if he wants to kill all of them, he needs to have an army to kill all of them because they're fucking powerful.
That's what I'm trying to say.
They're Green Seers.
But my thing is, from a thing is like, does he have to take the path he's taking now, going through what he's going through now to get to that? You get what I'm saying? I just don't think he has.
Well, think about what he did. All he did was kill a couple people.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, no. First of all, he made an agreement with Craster, got his army.
That's right.
Yes, I forgot.
So he didn't kill. He didn't have to kill anyone. All he had to do was just accumulate some fucking people. Yeah. But then he said, "No, fuck it, let's make an army." So all he had to do was
a lot of the people in the army are those babies.
So no, those babies are his generals.
Yeah, those are the generals. The people in the army, the people.
His generals are Craster's babies.
Okay, wait. I can see not a lot of stuff coming back.
The White Walkers are Craster's babies.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just passed this episode today.
The army of the dead.
So who the fuck is he then?
The army of what? What are you talking about? Who's
the Night King?
The Night King is one of the first men.
No, I know, but Craster, that's the dude who.
Craster was one of the men of the Night's Watch. However,
and that was the dude who donates his sons and fucks all his daughters.
Right. Now, one of the theories also. Now, one of the theories is also that Craster is a Stark. One of the theories is Craster is a Stark, and the fact that he needs Stark blood to make babies, and that goes with the theory that he is a Stark as well.
That's why he fucks. That's why he fucks his daughters.
What makes you think that a Stark blood is?
Is that why he fucks his daughters? Because the blood.
Why? Who fucks his daughters?
Craster.
No. Craster fucks his whores, and makes babies.
Those are his daughters.
Yeah, some of them are his daughters.
No, some of them are his daughters.
I thought they were all his daughters.
No.
They were all his. Are we talking about this? All right, so
Craster.
I thought he was. He had a daughter.
Father of
He's the one that gives the babies.
Gilly.
Right.
Yes. So all of the women are all his daughters.
Yeah, those are all his daughters, bro.
Yeah, there's no whores there.
Those were all his daughters.
Yeah,
all were his
he's a
daughters.
sick fuck. If he had a girl, he kept her, and when she got older, fucked her and had a kid. And all the sons he was given to the Night King.
Yeah. So those are.
It was sick.
So really quick.
It was sick.
What's up, Pop? Yeah. So really quick, check it out. So this is the Army of the Dead on the last couple of seconds of the last episode of season 7. Look at that shape. It's the direwolf.
Yeah, holy
Okay.
shit. Oh no, is that, I thought
That's a direwolf.
When I saw it, I thought it was the Stark logo.
Fake.
Is that really that? Who?
No, it's definitely something.
That's the Army of the Dead.
Something.
Look, bro. Yeah. Come on, my mans. You kidding me?
We'll show you this on screen.
Yeah, you're gonna be getting these images on screen. It's literally a direwolf, bro.
I think it's a Stark logo.
It's a theory, though. Either way,
No,
that
the
supports
Stark
the theory
logo
that supports the theory that
So-
Bran is the Night King.
So how do you reconcile Bran being the first man?
That's what I was thinking too.
Unless she just lied in the story.
Honestly,
That's the
bro.
only way. How can you reconcile that?
I keep forgetting my link to the Three-Eyed Raven, but I keep thinking about the Three-Eyed Raven.
Like she has to be a liar or under
has
some
to be
kind
a
of
liar?
visual. The person who was telling the story.
that?
I forget what her name is.
Right, top out.
I know. The one who told us the story, who narrated the story of the Night King, how he came about.
Oh, she died though.
No, what I'm saying is like she either has to be a liar or she had to be under some kind of visual like thing because Bran can't possibly be the first man.
Okay, I get what you're
saying.
You're talking about the green seer. You're talking about
the green seer. Yeah.
The green seer.
Yeah.
You're talking about the child of the forest.
Yeah. I'm saying like if the story that they're telling is true, how could Bran be the first man?
Yeah.
That's impossible.
Yeah, I see that.
Unless she's under some kind of visual like illusion.
Yes. Yeah.
Or they're lying. Like otherwise, it's impossible. It's not possible.
Well, again, that's
then if they are lying, that would be so whack.
Or they're not the first Night King. Or he's not the first Night King.
It's like that's a cheap way to mislead us on purpose. You know,
garbage way to.
It's a garbage way to go about what to amaze us.
Well, the one reason why people said that was because that when they said like, what were you trying to defend yourself against, and they were like, you remember it when she said that?
I don't remember that.
So when they were in the cave, he was like, we were trying to defend ourselves against who? Against you.
I do remember.
So a lot of people interpreted that as you, as in Bran Stark. No. But for me, I think they meant men. I think it was men in general.
So lame.
For me, I thought it was just men in general.
There's so much fucking going on with.
But besides that,
I didn't look into that much when I got into it.
I mean, all right. This is the main question now. We got the playlist I can supposedly give us to end. Yeah. What in these last couple of minutes we got?
Prediction.
How do you think this season will end? How is Game of Thrones gonna end?
I have absolutely no.
Alec,
I have no idea.
I haven't really given.
All right, tell me what you think. What you're hoping to see, really quick.
What I'm hoping to see, some kick-ass, sort of like evolution of power. So, for example, Bran. I want to see Bran take over a dragon. I want to see Bran warg into a fucking dragon. I mean, if you think about it, look.
So into better than him riding that shit.
He might be able to do that with the dead one. You never fucking know.
You never know. But the thing is that I feel that now the Night King has too much of a power hold over his dragon. Right? Because he's literally warg. So the thing is that you have to understand that the Night King wargs into everything that he's in control of, right? He's in control of all of his generals because, again, you saw that, right? Yeah. We got that logic already with the fact that his generals are warging he's warging the others, which are the undead, right? The zombies, through his generals because he warged into all of his generals. You understand? It's like a big network. So they kind of logically figured out last episode that he's at the top. If we kill him, everyone fucking dies. Yeah. And that's the fucking motive. That's what Jon wants to do. So I feel like him, with that dragon is like pretty much one. Bran can do the same thing. We actually saw when Bran was looking over the wall with the fucking swarm of crows, he can control more than one crow at one time. You saw that the eyes of the crows were blurred out, but all of them started blurring out at different times. So you saw that he's mastering his thing.
But they're also alive.
Yeah, but this is
they are alive.
No, but this is dead.
This is why.
No, the dragon is dead. But if so, for example, he controls the things that are dead like indefinitely type thing. I don't know if someone can compete with him on that. So
that's what you're saying. You think Bran might be strong enough to do that?
No, he's saying Bran might be strong enough.
And then I'm also saying that that's why I also feel like it's a Night King versus Bran type of thing because like Bran is the one controller of the living.
Those are the only two wargs. Those are the only two wargs that we have.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are the only two wargs that we have.
And one is for the living.
Right.
You feel me? So this is why, it has to be, it's going to come down to them two. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. I can't. This is why it amazes me because, I don't even know where to begin to start trying to figure it out. Right. That's why when it comes, I'm just going to watch. But that is where as deep as I've gotten. It's
so where we're at right now, so where we're at right now with the Night King right now. So remember, he's at the wall. He just broke the wall with his
on his way to Winterfell.
He violated the wall.
First of all,
he violated
tiny
the wall.
Tiny dragon, by the way. But the dragon is super fast, super powerful, and it can murk.
Bro, he took the wall down like 4 seconds.
Stupid. He violated. So just to end it real quick, they're on their way to Winterfell, and Bran is at Winterfell, Jon is at Winterfell, Sansa's at Winterfell, and it's making
Shit's about to get real.
Shit's about
and
to get real.
Daenerys is with Jon and getting it in. My son fucking dog.
So what we can do is, again, since we can't really talk about all of our expectations for the rest of the season, we're gonna have to pick it up next, I guess, at next episode.
We definitely will.
After we see it, and again, we're gonna have already watched the first episode, so spoiler alert there.
One question.
Hurry up.
The Hound versus the Mountain. Who wins?
Clegane Bowl.
Shit. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna keep that for next episode. Fuck out of it. Nah, I don't know, man.
I don't know. The Hound.
I think to be the Hound. I think, you know. My heart goes with the Hound. I like the Hound.
My thing is seeing the Mountain get taken down by this nigga from in the battle armor.
Prince Sting.
From that
Oberyn, yes.
Oberyn. Yeah, but he was nice for battling. But once I see Mountain almost get killed by him, Hound got the heart, man.
Alrighty, guys. We want to thank every single one of you for joining us on this episode of The Checkbox. Once again, you can follow us on all platforms now at The Checkbox with no K. You can follow your boy at Chec_7. Kenneth at _ in every color. Alec at Alec_Sergio with a K. And my guy HP over here at HPenna730. And we're going to have Nipsey Hussle take you guys out with Blue Laces 2, guys. Enjoy.
Yo, rest in peace, Nipsey, man.
Word. And catch us on Instagram. All right, we're going to be doing the IG Live, whatever, for Game of Thrones premiere. We're going to have a little
every other platform.
All your best Game of Thrones questions.
Yeah, already know the vibrations in the nation, man. Holla.
Mogul and they know that. Logo on my flow mat. Courtside Chamberlain throwback match my Rolex. Everywhere I go flex. Valet park on some low shit. Whole lot of smoke in that Rory, that thing potent. Burning rubber. Wearing cameras, they was undercovers. Under pressure, made statements turned on their brothers. Never judge you, but the streets will never love you. I wonder what it come to in your brain for you to run to. One's the haters, handcuff us and maces. Call us dumb niggas cause our culture is contagious. Third generation South Central gangbangers that live long enough to see it change. Think it's time we make arrangements. Finally wiggle out they mazes. Find me out in different places. When the spoke by the door, this the infiltration. Double back dressed in blue laces. He was teaching health. I fuck with Rick Ross cause he teaching wealth. Dropped out of school, I'ma teach myself. Made my first meal on my own, I don't need your help. All black, Tom Ford, it's a special evening. City council meeting, they got Hussle speaking. $1 billion project about to crack the cement. So one of our investments has become strategic. Summer 18, man, such a season. About to make my partners look like fucking genius. We was in the Regal, it was me and Steven. We done took a dream and turned it to a scene. Anything I wanted, everything I needed. Gotta pace yourself, it's all about your baby. You can have it all, it's all about your race. I done took my name and carved it in the cement. Shootout at the beach, 20 deep. You tried to squeeze, your gun jammed, then they released. Blood on your teeth, how many stains? I see 3. The bitch started to panic, so I made her switch seats. Driving there, police chopper here flying there. Really not too spooked, calmly ask me, am I dying now? All I know is keep you calm and collected. Cracking jokes like, nigga, now you gon' be finally respected. See your blood leaking, Got my foot on his gas. Toss the 40, we pull up to Daniel Free and see crash. You know the alibi. They started shooting, we was standing by. Ain't see nothing but flare from the talents fly. I wasn't there, I was passing by. Matter of fact, don't say shit, I'm just gonna drop you in the back and slide. That's your weed, all the cash is mine. I take them both to the spot, plus your phone till you back online.